everybody. Welcome back to the NerdNest podcast. We're back, and there's just the three of us again, but this time we've got Bob Wolf. How's it going, Bob?
Good to see you. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, man?
I'm good. Everything's good. Today was Summer Games Fall. Are we allowed to? I just ruined what day it is today.
Oh, my God. He I was going to bury the lead,
just
but I guess.
Right off the rip.
Yeah, today's Summer Games Fest, it literally ended, what? I don't know, half an hour ago or something.
Yep.
So we have so much to talk about, so I don't want to waste any time, but it's certainly not a waste of time to introduce Rich. How's it going, man?
Going great, man. Had a good day. I'm continuing to have a good day. You know, before the show, I was saying we're not going to be here for 2.5 hours, right? The reason I was asking is because I have a finals game to watch. The Knicks are in the finals. They're playing the Spurs, and the game starts at 8:30. I'm going to miss the first half, which is fine. But my plan is to get in there for the second half.
If the Knicks win, do they win forever? Is it the whole thing?
This is game 2. So they won game 1. The first 2 games are in San Antonio. So if they win game 2, things look really, really good for the Knicks. Like really good, because the next 2 games are in New York.
I don't know anything about sports, but I am in New York, so I want to know if there's going to be riots yet.
Riots?
The Knicks are a baseball team, Bob.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And they got the first down at 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, that's football.
That's right.
You're tricking
Knicks
me.
are basketball.
Oh, we can't get anything past you, man. Okay, well, as much as we do want to sit here and talk about the Knicks, because as I walked into my classroom this morning, I heard two students arguing over whether it was going to be the Knicks or the Spurs, and I was like, all right, listen, boys, we got to talk about earth science. Let's get going.
You're talking about The Rock. You know, never mind. I'm sorry. Basketball is also referred to as The
I thought
Rock.
he was a wrestler.
I've never heard that. The Rock.
Yeah, never mind. I'm old.
I've heard that, and I don't know anything about sports. So that makes me feel pretty good about my sports knowledge when compared to Bob. All right. We've got a ton of stuff to talk about. This week, so much has happened. We had the Sony State of Play. We just finished with the Summer Games Fest, which we're going to talk about both of those things. We're not going to talk about every single thing that was in those, just the things that we saw and we're like, oh, that's cool. But we also have some new handhelds announced, and I wanted to talk about those real quick, starting with the ROG Xbox Ally X20. Now,
how dare you mess up that name? It's such an easy name.
And if you think that name's bad, wait till we talk about the next one. But the first one is now I'm just going to call it the X20. Pretty much the exact same hardware as that's already in the Xbox Ally X. But now it's got a bigger screen. They shrunk the bezels a bit. It's OLED VRR. And for some ridiculous reason, it comes with a pair of glasses when you're going to be looking at the OLED VRR instead. Like, that's what I want to play on, but whatever, that's fine. Rich, you looked at this thing. What do you think? Obviously it's the same hardware, just a better screen. Does that excite you?
Excite me. I'm not going to go that far. I think I'm a lot different than a lot of folks that normally do this sort of YouTube content. I'm not very easily excited, to be honest. Most hardware launches don't excite me whatsoever. I think this thing is cool. Like, I love the look. It has a translucent shell. It has those bronze accents. The green. Seeing the green in the Xbox logo kind of makes it feel more official. The D-pad, the like switchable D-pad thing is kind of neat. If you don't know, like, you can sort of like turn it to the side and it becomes flush, like the D-pad becomes flush with the rest of the circular pad, and that's meant to be used more so for like fighters where maybe you want that sort of smooth motion, or if you want to go back to the other way where the D-pad is not flush, that might be more for, I don't know, platform or something like that. I'm just making it up now, but that could be that you want one for one scenario and you want the other for another. But yeah, this is like best in class specs, but personally, it's not like it's not a jump in performance. And personally, I do wish the screen was bigger. So like, yeah, I think it's great. I think if you want a handheld, this might end up being one of the better offerings in terms of price to performance. So if you're somehow still in the market for a handheld and don't have it, this might be the one. I know you got big eyes. My thought is Asus seems to be coming in at a lower price than others like Lenovo. It's still going to be expensive, but they seem to be coming in lower than Lenovo, let's say.
Yeah, I mean, you bring up Lenovo. Lenovo has the Legion Go 2, which also has an OLED VRR screen. And when that came out, pre-Rampocalypse, that thing went for $1,350 at launch. It was
already expensive. Right. And then the Rampocalypse just exacerbated everything. And that price jump was like the biggest price jump I've ever seen in my life. From $1,350 to $2,000. What are we doing here?
It's crazy. Crazy.
It's insane.
But the Legion Go 2 is, I think, I've been saying it's the best handheld gaming experience. But it's just $1 million. It's just way too expensive to be reasonable. Can I talk about this?
Yeah, talk. Go. That's why I want you on.
I feel like I just stepped over what you were just saying.
Not even a little.
What everybody didn't like about the last couple ROG allies is the screen. So they're upgrading it to OLED. So that's very good. This is all that's different. I mean, the D-pad's really cool. But it is going to be expensive. It's always coming bundled with the stupid headset. Have you ever? Has anybody here ever used these AR headsets?
Yes, I have. They're kind of cool, but I wouldn't use them for gaming. Like if I'm going to use one, I'd use it if I'm going on a plane and I just want to put on my headphones and watch a movie instead of watching whatever movie that they have or holding up my phone to watch a movie.
You want to be like immersed in the.
I just want to ignore everybody around me.
You want to be in your own little room. I understand. I truly think these headsets are stupid because you have a screen on the thing already. I'm already paying for that, and now I got to pay for another screen.
Right, and the whole point of this is that the screen is so much nicer, and then they're like, don't look at that.
Forget that. Yeah, we're going to give you a whole nother one. It's going to be $800 more, and here you go.
Yeah, I didn't catch that it was bundled with that. That is insane. If that's the only way to buy it.
Yeah, so hopefully it's not going to be like that forever. Hopefully maybe it's just like the initial launch. But that's pretty upsetting. It's hard to get excited about this without seeing a price. I do think the screen 100%. Is cool, and I do think it's very pretty. And this is the first time I'm noticing like you said, Rich, the Xbox has the green in it. I think this thing looks beautiful. But it's hard to get excited without hearing a price. But you're right. Asus they're like the cheapest one now. They have like the best deal, especially the white ROG Xbox one. That one's like such a great deal all of a sudden. When that came out, everyone was like, who wants the white one? Now it's like, that's maybe a better deal than even the Steam Deck. But yeah, I need a price before I'm getting excited about this. Also, is the screen 7.4 inches, right? Isn't it like a little bigger?
It's a little tiny bit bigger. That's exactly right. 7.4 instead of 7.
That's the same size as the screen that's on the Steam Deck, right? The OLED Steam Deck, right?
You could be right. I'm sorry. I don't remember off the top of my mind.
So I think it is, but the difference is the Steam Deck, the OLED Steam Deck is a 16:10 and this is 16:9.
I want to see a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah, 7.4 on the Steam Deck OLED.
I want to know where all that space is coming from. Like, is the whole thing longer? Or like, where's that extra 0.4 inches coming from?
I think they just did a bezel.
Bezel strength? Was the bezel that big?
Yeah, the bezels are kind of big on the original ROG Xbox Ally X.
Dear Lord.
It's hard to say that without just chuckling at it. It's such a stupid name.
The top is very thick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess the side. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, okay. The normal one is $1,000. So you're already at $1,800 without considering the screen because the glasses are $800.
I can't believe those glasses are so expensive.
Right. I haven't used those ones.
What do they do? I mean, other than put you in your own little bubble,
right?
I don't
Just
know.
more
do they
screen.
Do your taxes? They got to do something because my God, $800. Most of those AR glasses are like $300 or $400. $800 is a very, very high price.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think going back to like the Lenovo Legion Go 2 and how quickly and how big of a jump they did, right? I think this is essentially these manufacturers saying these are not going to be mass market devices. When the Steam Deck came out, right? Like that's what they were hoping. They were hoping they could get on the mass market device train, and then whether or not they could, now they can't. And so they're just admitting that, right? And saying, this is niche. If you can afford it, go ahead. But we're not going to try to make this a 1 million unit seller or even, a few 100,000 seller. It's probably going to be 100,000 units at best.
If they want to make me excited, if they're only making things for me, they should. I want to see something smaller and cheaper. That will be different, and that will make me want it more. Like just getting like a little bit extra power. I mean, this doesn't even have any extra power. It's the same freaking thing. We're getting one different spec. We're getting the screen is different, and we're assuming the price is going to be a lot more because all of these things are releasing, and the price, all of them. I mean, a little spoiler for the future, but everything that's coming out is like a little spec bump, but a huge price increase. So how about how about decrease the specs a little bit? Give me something that's a little more accessible. Like you're right. There's still not a lot of people who have adopted these yet, and we're raising the barrier to entry. We got to keep lowering it.
I think that that's just against these companies, like their internal motivations, because they don't sell games, so they have to sell devices. And the only way that they can sell devices, I think that they think, is, well, we have to make something that's better than the last one. And even if it's a little bit better, and then they can sell that to the people who like, look, there's going to be, we all know because we've done a lot of retro handheld stuff. A lot of these devices are just bought by the same people and over and over. They buy this one, and then they're like, oh, this one's got a 4-inch screen and it's square, so I'm going to buy that one. Oh, this one's got an extra D-pad for some reason. I'm going to buy that one. And then they end up with I'm guilty of this. I got a drawer full of this shit. You know what I mean? So I don't think they'll ever lower the specs.
To your point, though, Bill, like, man, we didn't need twice as many ROG allies as Steam Decks, I don't think, right?
Right.
Like, here we are with the 4th iteration. Is that right? 4th iteration of the ROG Ally?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
And in terms of power, to Bob's point, like how much has that power grown from the 1st to the 4th model? It doesn't feel like a whole lot.
You're right. The higher the spec, the more money they can charge and the more profit they can make. But again, there's not, although you're selling to the same people over and over again. That's still a small bubble. Like, let's expand it a little bit by creating products that can bring in more people. I know it's not as exciting to have something that might be a little weaker, but the market's different now. These are the market conditions you need to adapt for.
Also, I think that what I would like to see more is, instead of, because they're always focused on power, like they're like, you can do this. It's always bigger number better. That's boring. The attitude they always have. It is getting boring. I wish they would do different form factors.
Yes.
Like one of the things that we do see in the retro handhelds are like, we've got like clamshells. We've got that weird, what's the weird flippy rotating one that you,
the RG
that
Rotate.
you and Russ did video? Yeah, the RG Rotate. Like, do some weird shit that plays small indie games like Gravity Circuit, which is on sale this week, or not on sale, it's free this week.
It's on sale for free.
It's on sale for free. That's right. Give us something that plays those games, because 9 times out of 10, when I grab one of these handhelds, I ain't playing the AAAs. I'm playing the smaller games anyway, because I want to have a better experience.
I want something I can put in my damn pocket. What happened to that? What happened to those days?
You got to get the Jenko jeans, Bob.
What if I got Jenko jeans? Can I put? Actually, you could definitely put one of these in Jenko jeans.
I'm a little bit the opposite. I like the width, let's say, of these handhelds. What I'm looking for, honestly, is PS Portal PC handheld, like that size, that ergonomics. So like big screen but thin and light, and basically like feels like a full controller. But I also think, what you're saying, Bob, is basically get more people in, right? So it's like, yeah, one company do that PS Portal, another company do this smaller thing, right? And there's so many different ways to attract a wider audience. And yeah, it feels all very samey right now. But I that's something that we've all complained about before, on our videos. So yeah, I get it.
But what do these companies make most of the time? They make laptops. They're laptop manufacturers.
Absolutely.
And what do? They always got to sell the next laptop every single year. So they're just taking what they already know how to do and then translating that forward to what they do now. Oh, thanks, buddy. I'll eat it later. Thank you. Speaking of laptop manufacturers, we also have MSI, and most of the time these devices just have laptop stuff in them. But MSI decided to make or partnered with Intel, and they decided to make this new chip that is actually a handheld chip. And I think that's actually kind of cool. It's not just laptop shit shoved into a handheld form factor. This one has fewer CPU cores, which allows them to push more power to the GPU. So it has 14 CPU cores, 2 performance cores, 8 efficiency cores, and 4 low power efficiency cores. And then for the graphics cores, it has 12 Xe3 cores running. Who cares about the clocks? And it has 32 gigs of RAM and a 1 terabyte SSD, 8-inch screen, 1080p, 120 hertz. It's $1,500. It's still pretty damn expensive.
Yep.
There
it is.
Yeah, it's exactly what you said. They get a spec bump, but then the price jumps way up. Like, how much was the last MSI Claw?
It was also expensive.
Was it? I don't remember. I never tried that one.
It was like $1,200, I think.
Oh, that's not actually that big of a jump then.
Well,
comparatively.
Yeah, that was like towards the front end of the Rampocalypse.
So yeah, my reaction to this was definitely, I saw the 32 gigabytes of RAM and I was like, in this economy? And then I saw the price and I'm like, wait, I was surprised it was only, I'm putting only in air quotes, but nonetheless, only $1,500. It turns out it's not only $1,500. So there is a Best Buy listing since that article where the price is $1,699. So it's another $200 on top of that.
Oh man.
But literally in my notes, I'm like, so I had surprised that it's only $1,500, and then I found that link and I'm like, oh yeah, that explains it. The 8-inch screen is nice. I've been continuing to rock the Legion Go S. I do like that 16-inch screen. When I use it, I said 16-inch screen, excuse me, 8-inch screen. When I use it, I do miss like the Steam Deck's capstick sensors for like gyro. But that's about the only thing I miss. I don't use the trackpad to that much, but I do miss the capstick sensors.
I'm with you. I know that Bob he wants something smaller, but I do like the bigger screens. The bigger screens make it easy for me to see what I'm doing. And that's like the handheld that I tend to use the most, other than the AYN Thor. That's my main one that I play the most. But the one that I play, if I want to play something that needs more power, that can't run on the Iron Thor, that's also the Legion Go S. And it's only because it has a bigger screen.
Yeah, I do like a nice big screen. It depends on the game, really. I play mostly smaller indie stuff, so it feels like a waste having a $2,000 handheld with a big old screen playing Gravity Circuit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, we forgot to say the name of this ridiculous thing. It's the MSI Arc G3 for Claw 8 AI or Claw 8 AI Plus, and I think there's also an EX in there that I missed somewhere.
There is an EX. That's the Arc G3 for Claw is in there.
You know, we owe Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo an apology at this point. So the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo just rolls off the tongue now.
I guess it does. Yeah. What do you guys think of the way that the screen is too tall for the device? That kind of drives me insane.
It is. I mean,
it's
weird.
got the Portal. It's got the PlayStation Portal vibe.
It does. It does. So that I didn't mind it, but it is weird when you point it out. It is weird, but I personally didn't mind it.
I'm not a fan of the of handhelds with grips like that. I think it's I know it's way more ergonomic, but it feels like a waste of space to me because I'd rather be a little uncomfortable if I could fit it in my bag better.
So you still prefer the flatness of like the Switch 2 to something that has like handles?
Yes, or like the original ROG Ally.
Right, because that was pretty flat on the back as well. And the ROG Ally X, not the Xbox version, but the first black one also was pretty flat. And that one was actually pretty comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like the feeling of the Nintendo Switch 2. I actually have been using I don't know the actual name of it. It's the MOBA pad something, but basically somebody like they're not a sponsor right now, but it's basically like a controller that has been cut in half and it feels like a regular ass controller. And then it just goes into the Switch 2 the normal way that Switch 2 handhelds are, or Joy-Cons are. Feels awesome to play on. And I've been using my Switch 2 more often, especially in handheld mode now, because of that. When I got the Switch 2, it just got docked, and I pretty much never took it back out because I don't like the feel of the Joy-Cons. They're too uncomfortable for me. Yeah,
I was not never, but it's been a long time since I liked either the Switch 2 or the Switch 1 Joy-Cons. My hands don't like them anymore. I played a lot of Celeste on the original Switch 1, which like I somehow beat that game on the original Switch 1, but I think I still have ghost cramps from that experience. So like when
arthritis.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely repetitive stress. So I cannot go back to that.
I'd say I play it mostly docked, but if I'm playing like on the couch or something, I'm probably usually not playing it that long. I'm cool with how small it is. I mean, I don't love the Joy-Con, but those MOBA pad, I think they're like almost $100, I think.
Yeah, $100 for
and they're kind of just Joy-Con. But I mean, I guess
they are just Joy-Cons in a different shape. Yeah.
The Joy-Cons themselves are like $80, right?
90, I think.
I think they're 90. Yeah, I think they're like the same price as aftermarket controllers, which I guess aftermarket controllers these days have gotten very good. So
yeah,
they have.
I have not. I think I have the MOBA pad things. I have not taken them out of the box.
Oh, I was going to say I think you're going to like them, but you prefer the flatness, so probably not.
I've heard good things.
I will say when you put them on, it makes the Switch look seamless. It makes it look like a completely different device. But the way that they snap in, like they line up perfectly. So it looks like it shipped this way. And when I saw them, I was like, Nintendo, you gotta, like, this is what it should have been. For me, anyway. But that's just me.
At the very least, and we've said this before too, at the very least, they should have offered that as an option, as a first party option. Is like
it should be. Do you have big hands or small hands? And if you have big hands, they give you the big hand Joy-Con.
That would be amazing. I would love it. I would pay $10-20 extra for that. No question.
Mm-hmm. So the MSI thing, what'd you say it was $1,700, Rich?
Yeah, $16.99 on Best Buy. I'll send you the link so you can put it on the show notes if you need to.
And it's an ARC. It's an Intel ARC, which was fine in the last one. In the first MSI Claw, it was rough. The drivers were not it. And the last one, I think they were like 90% good. There was like one game I think I got weird glitches and like that's it. But it performed really well, and the fan was really nice. You could barely hear it, so it ran really cool. This one's probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah, especially because they don't have as many CPU cores, so it makes it easier for them to push the power to the GPU, which I really like. And I watched Russ's video about this because he's over in Taipei looking at these things, and he said this one feels like next gen.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's exciting to hear. So I can't wait till he gets back so we can hear about his experiences with that. But I just think it looks really I don't like the way that this looks, but I like what Intel is doing with the Arc G3. I think that that's interesting, that they're definitely focusing on a handheld chip instead of just throwing some laptop shit in there. But at 1700,
I like that it looks different. I'll give them credit for that. At least it's it's not just a glass rectangle.
True.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But if this one is 1700 and the Ally X20 comes with the stupid glasses that we don't want, I mean,
I think
original
Intel is more expensive. I think they charge more. Because the other MSI claws were more money than the competition at the time when those were out.
Okay. Or is that because they charge more, or is that because they're just making so few of them? You know what I mean?
Could be. I don't know.
You're supposed to know things, Bob. That's why I got you on the show.
It could be either of those things. I have no idea.
Okay.
Are you not the distributor? What do you guys think
this thing is going to cost? What'd you say, Rich?
I was just kidding. I was like, are you not the distributor?
That's a different guy.
Right.
That's another Bob.
That's another Bob.
The other Bob. That's right. So what do you guys think the X20 is going to cost then? If this is 1700 and the Xbox Ally X is $1,000 by itself, throw in $800 pair of glasses, and then you look at the Lenovo Legion Go 2 costing $1,350 because of the OLED VRR screen. I think we're looking at like $2,300 minimum for this.
Yeah, I would have said 2,000, but I could see 2,000 if they really. I mean, I'm losing after the Steam Deck price increase. I've lost all hope for everything.
Correct. Same.
But 2,000, I think that they're bundling in the headset to absorb some of the price increase. So, if I had to put money down, I would say 2,000. I think anything more than that is absolutely ridiculous.
I think 2,000 is absolutely ridiculous.
Like a good deal?
Well, I don't think it's a good deal, is what I'm saying. I think 2,000 is way too much for a handheld that can do what this does.
That is stupid. No matter what, it's stupid. I just think that they can't go lower than 2,000 in the current market.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Rich, what do you think? What are you gonna pay for this thing? We're not gonna buy these things.
I mean, I'm not going to buy it, right?
Neither am I.
And it's not going to be sent to me, and I'm not going to buy it, and that's okay. It is for someone that is willing to spend 2,000 plus.
It's not even worth buying for a review. If they don't offer it, it's like there's the return, the ROI is not there.
No, not at all. Even if you sell it. You buy it, you sell
Nobody's gonna want it. Aftermarket.
There you go.
Here's what you do, Bob. You go to Best Buy and you buy one, and then you return it after you're done.
Yes,
so you can get your review.
I gotta make friends at Best Buy. That's what I gotta do.
Smart.
Oh, here comes that Bob guy again, turning he was here yesterday.
I saw what you did in your video. I'm not taking this back.
All right, let's move on and talk instead about handhelds. Let's talk about Xbox. Xbox chief Asha Shara, she said it was a miss and I own it. And she was specifically, here's what she said. Some fans are upset that Microsoft is including, this is so stupid. Like, of all the things to get mad about, I don't understand this, but people get mad about some things. I don't know. People are upset that Microsoft was including logos for other platforms in their video. So you're watching the Xbox, what do you want to call it? The Xbox showcase or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, here, check out this game. Whatever the game happens to be, Grounded, right? And they're like, at the end, it says on Xbox, on PC, on PlayStation, because it is on PlayStation. And people got mad about that.
I think that's awesome.
So do I.
So I don't
what
have
are they
to
mad
Google
about?
it later.
It's transparency.
Yeah, people are mad because there's these Xbox fanboys that like ride Xbox so hard. I mean, you got that for every console.
every platform.
So of course
Literally
you're gonna
everyone.
get that. But like, they're very vocal, and it seems like Asha and the team are really trying to, they're trying to get in the good graces of the Xbox fans.
Right.
But they're not always right. They're just very loud.
No, I will play a little devil's advocate. Here's where I stand. First of all, the fact that this is a story, not that this happened, not even that Asha did what she did, or that clearly not that fans did what they did. None of that is bewildering to me. But like, nothing really happened here for this to be a story, right? Like, the fans did what fans always do. And Asha also didn't really say anything. She said, "We hear you," right? Like, we're taking what you're saying and we're going to take that under consideration. She didn't say we're not going to show logos in the future. Maybe they will.
It's a miss and I own it, right? Like, she's implying that she made a mistake.
It's such corporate speak that, like, I don't take from this that we will not see logos in the future. Like, I think the miss is also that, like, Matt Booty was like, "Oh yeah, this is fine, no big deal," right? Meaning, like, that he was dismissive of the fanboys and fangirls feelings here, right? And I think Asha has consistently just been, "I'm listening," right? Not that I will change anything, but I will take it under consideration, and later I'm going to decide, what to change. Also, by the way, I don't personally think either outcome is absurd. Like, Xbox Showcase including logos because the showcase is about games, obviously that's cool. That makes sense. But if Xbox Showcase doesn't include logos because it's not exactly about games, it's about Xbox, I don't really mind. You know what I mean? Like, if they decide not to show logos because this is about Xbox, it's for Xbox folks, I don't really care. Either way works for me. Like, we'll watch a PlayStation State of Play that has those same games and that'll have the PlayStation logos. But the real reason I don't particularly care is because I'm not against console wars. And what I mean is, I am against, like, the fan, like, I don't want to go back to being a fanboy, right? Like a Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis. I don't want to go back to that. But I do like when console manufacturers are not being friends with each other. I like when they're trying to undercut each other, and I think that's good for customers. And so that's where it's like, I don't so much mind if they're like, "Yeah, Sony sucks, PlayStation sucks, we're better," right? Like, I don't really care. I think in the end that works out better for the customer than them just all being friends.
I think an effect of that, though, is the death of cross-platform play and games coming out. Like PlayStation now is starting to regress a little bit by, like, trying to not publish their stuff on PC and stuff. I think that's part of the console wars I would like to see dying. Like, I like seeing Xbox have their stuff on other platforms, and I think Xbox is moving towards being more of a publisher, because I mean, they're not winning any console wars anytime soon. So I do think it's great that they put all their stuff on as many platforms as possible, and I would like to see that from. I think that people just think, like, the success of a platform is the exclusives that are on there, and I think that that's just one facet of the success of the platform. There's other stuff that goes into it, and I just want to play my games wherever is the easiest for me, and sometimes it's not always on the platform that it was made for. So, I think it's dumb that they're making up some bullshit about logos.
I agree. It drives me crazy that so, like, when I watch a PlayStation thing, it's like they're afraid to mention it's when they don't put the, like, if a game is, like, I can't think of a PlayStation game that's on Lego Horizon. Yeah, there we go.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
All right, next time I'm in New York. I think this summer, by the way. So, like they show off Lego Horizon Adventures, and they don't put the Nintendo Switch logo on there. It makes me think that you're just cowards. You're afraid. Mm-hmm. It just makes you look like you're a chicken shit. And when Xbox puts the logos on there, they're like, you know what? The best place to play is on Xbox. But if you don't have an Xbox, we'll take your money anyway. And look at all the places that you can play it. And I appreciate that. And it drives me. So Rich, you say you don't think she's listening. I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
It's a little bit different. I think she's listening. I think she's not making a commitment to do what they're saying. I think
place a bet. Do you think that we will see logos for other platforms at the next Xbox showcase? Or maybe the next one after this one? Because the one that they got coming, I'm sure, is already done and in the can.
I think it's impossible for me to place a bet on what Xbox will do. I've been surprised every step of the way, right? I don't know. I don't think that's my thing. I don't think Asha knows. I don't think she knows what she will do yet. I think she's waiting and listening, and she doesn't know what she will do. But if I have to place a bet, I like to play the game. I'm going to say the one after next.
The one after next.
Logos will not be there. I guess that's my bet.
Bob?
I think, I don't know. This is the first I'm hearing about this at all. And I just went to the tweet to see what like the reaction is. I don't know. I was going to say I think there is enough time because this tweet was on the 29th. I think she could have just sent out an email and be like, take all the logos off now, because that's a whole week. But there's a lot of responses that are like, no, keep the logos on. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. If before I click it on the tweet, I would have said she took all the logos off of the announcement on Sunday. But now they're looking at the tweet. I think people are fine with it. I think she might have changed her mind after all.
I think that I think there will be logos on the next one. The one after that, I don't think that there will be logos, and I just think that's.
I think it's possible people
lame.
Changed her mind after she apologized. I think people were like, no, don't apologize. Keep the logos on.
Fingers crossed.
I do think a lot of this is people just want to be heard, right? Like even the people that I think are genuinely, assholes and don't have good opinions. I think you've both had this experience, I'm sure, where like someone leaves a nasty comment, right? And then you kind of respond to them, not nasty, but also not like taking their shit. And you're just like, kind of matter of factly, like, well, that was rude. And, and then answer something, right? And that person responds like, oh my God, I can't believe you responded to me. Here's what I really meant. Right. And I think that's what the internet is sometimes. It's just people just leave the dumbest thing, not thinking that person is reading it, and they just want to be listened to. And I think that's what this was.
Yeah. I usually just respond with, you seem nice.
I can be extremely mean to people.
Do you even reply to your comments, Bob? I look at your videos and I never see you reply.
I almost never reply. I almost never look at the comments because I just don't want to know anymore.
I wish
I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I don't want to know. If there's something that I really need to know, like if I'm really wrong about something, I'll hear about it somewhere else on Twitter or something. But like,
that's true.
After the biggest reason I don't read YouTube comments anymore is because I'll see one thing that is a response to something I didn't even say in the video.
Yeah, man,
it drives me crazy.
Yeah, man.
I get so mad about that. I don't care if you're like, oh, this guy's ugly, or I don't like his opinion on blah blah blah. But if you say something that I didn't fucking say, I get so mad. So I just need to not look. Because that guy's stupid, and it's just gonna ruin my day.
I'm with you.
You know what?
It's hard.
Be like Bob. That's what I'm gonna have to tell myself. I got to not look at the comments.
Same.
All right, leave comments below.
I think it's totally reasonable to look at comments, especially like when you post like the first like hour or two. That's that's the good stuff. But then if it's after a couple hours, it hits the normies on YouTube, and then their opinions come out, and we don't like that.
Especially if the video does really well.
Oh yeah,
don't look at any of those comments.
That's it.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing. I was going to say also 95% of the comments are awesome. It's just that you get that one comment, especially the one that you described, Bob, where it's like, I didn't even say that. Yep. It just, it ruins your whole day. So yeah, it sucks.
Or for me, the ones that really bother me are the ones where they say something and I'm like, yeah, dude, I said that in the video. Watch the freaking video.
So that is just them trying to like agree with you or be nice, or maybe they didn't get to that part of the video yet. But that also just infuriates me. It's like, all right, dude, I did that. I did it already. I'm the one with the microphone. I said it. You don't need to type it.
All right, let's move on from Xbox. We got the PlayStation State of Play. Obviously, we're not going to talk about all these games that are listed here, but, I figured we could scroll through and you guys could pick any of them, ones that were interesting to you, and we could talk about them. Rich, I'm going to make you go first.
Can I do 2 games? I'm going to do them both quick.
You could do as many games as you want.
Sweet. I want to say Wolverine, it looks cool. I didn't get quite as excited as I would have hoped. I think I'm going to enjoy it. It's just, I was just a little bit like, oh, okay. I think I knew it was going to be linear, but I think that linearity, at least, or especially the way it was demonstrated, was just like, oh, okay, this just feels really like you go straight, you do the thing, you're done. The gore, of course, was pretty cool. Right. But yeah, it was just a little deflating. Nonetheless, I'm still excited to play it. I think I will enjoy it. It was just, that was my reaction. On the other hand, sorry, Bill, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I actually like that it's linear. Like when I see like Spider-Man and it's like this huge open world game where you can, collect 4,000 backpacks climbing around the city. I see that and I get analysis paralysis and I'm like, I don't have time for this. Whereas a linear game, which I'm in the middle of playing James Bond, which is incredibly linear. So just seeing more linear gameplay, I'm like, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm just going to keep moving forward. I'm going to hack some dudes to bits and, grunt some words and see some X-Men running around. Hell yes.
I think also part of what I'm describing is just how you can make a trailer for a game, right? Like you can't really show, because what I would have liked to see is not necessarily like Spider-Man, but more of like Predator mode in Batman, right? Where it's like, oh, I can do this and then do that and then do that. So like the different ways to infiltrate, but you also can't really do that, I don't think, in a trailer like this. So it's possible that sort of freedom of expression exists and they just couldn't demonstrate it.
Well, they show it in like Hitman games and stuff, They show you like how you can tackle a situation. The vertical slice they showed us was just incredibly linear. It was like a story beat.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know. I hope that there's that sort of freedom of expression. But even if there's not, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. But that's what I was looking for, a little bit of like Predator mode in the Arkham games of like, how am I going to tackle this?
Yeah, it would be cool if you could like turn on his, Wolverine sniffing mode and he could like track things down or whatever, because that's what he does. I do like that he's sniffing and saying, "Bub, it's sniffing time."
I do I was pretty excited about a Wolverine game. I wasn't too thrilled with the Spider-Man games. I'm just getting burnt out by PlayStation third-person action games where like you just mash the attack button until an icon pops up on their head and then you counter it. And this is just more of that. I do agree with Bill that I kind of like the linearity, because I do also get burnt out by playing extremely long games where you could just kind of do anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to finish the game. But also I kind of the trailer opens in Wolverine and it's Wolverine doing like the AAA main character like trope. He's like, a clue. I'm gonna save this and need it later. And I was like, that's Wolverine's talking to himself. That's weird.
It is weird.
It's just that made me less excited for the game. But I'll probably play it. I haven't been playing a lot of PlayStation games, but
I think you just ruined it for me. I really
that was
think
the
you
first
did.
thing I saw. Also,
I
at the
didn't
end
notice
when
it
he
at
goes,
all.
when the kid's like, "Are you a hero?" and he goes, "No, Wolverine." I was like, "Oh God!" And then some bullshit happened.
You're putting words to like what I was feeling. I didn't even know I was feeling all of those things, but now I see that's exactly what it was.
I'm apparently the only one who felt that way though, because I was seeing every other analysis of this trailer. People were like, "Whoa, that's so cool! I can't wait to chop people in half."
I think the gore just carries it so far.
Yeah,
right? Like it's like people
people really want that
penetrating people's face with claws. Like it looks so cool. But
I also love that his entire outfit is red.
Yeah,
you're right. By the end of it, yeah, it's insane.
I would like to see a Wolverine that is more like what I recognize from like the cartoons and the comics and the movies, where he's like, he talks when he needs to. He's very stern, and he's kind of just like a brutal assassin.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I also really would have. I really would have liked them to get the voice actor from X-Men '97.
Man, that would have been something.
He just the voice actor. The voice acting in this is fine, but in my head, Wolverine's supposed to sound like watch it, bub. That.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it doesn't sound like that. He sounded close.
He sounded all right. Yeah, I just think it. It's from what we saw, it was like cringy AAA writing, but. This is, again, just a vertical slice. It could be a lot different when we get the actual game. It could maybe play different. Maybe there's different ways you could tackle situations instead of being so linear, but we'll see when it comes out.
On the other hand, this trailer didn't show a lot, but I was just so happy to see Stuntman return.
Yes.
Like, I used to love me some PS2 Stuntman. So I don't. This could bomb. This could turn out not that great, but I'm hoping that it turns out just as good as those original Stuntmans on PS2. Because man, I love those games.
You could drive Kit. You could drive the DeLorean. You could drive the Mad Max car.
It gave me whiplash because I was watching this on another monitor while I was doing something, and I heard the Back to the Future music, and I was like, "Oh!" And then I saw the Back to the Future car, and then I saw the guy get out of the car, and then I was like, "Wait, what game is this?" And then I saw it was Stuntman. I was like, "Oh, I thought it was a Back to the Future game." And then I went back to whatever I was doing.
That's fair. But yeah, it looks sick.
Yeah, if you're gonna get this, you better make sure you get it within like the first 3 years, because I'm sure it'll be delisted because of the licensing.
Facts.
Oh, good Lord.
All right, Bob. Any games in this list that you're excited about?
I'm still waiting to play Marvel Token Fighting Souls. I'm waiting for a Steam demo or something. What else?
Yeah.
I think it's cool that they're doing a Bancho the Chef prequel to Dave the Diver. I think that's cool. I never played Dave the Diver though, so I don't know what to expect there. Komorebi is the game from I forgot her name again. Nakamura. She was like the creative director on some Platinum games, I believe. This game looks cool. I am excited for Onimusha, and I forgot there was a demo, and I just looked, and the demo is available on Steam, so I will be downloading that after the show.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's it. That's all that I seem to care about.
Komorebi, this wasn't the first time this is the first time we saw the gameplay, but not the game, right? This wasn't the announcement.
We heard they were developing it. I think we saw like a very small like screenshot, but this is like the most. We didn't even know what type of game it was. I don't think, but no, we did. We knew it was like a 3-player co-op game, but we didn't know like what it was. This kind of looks like Sunset Overdrive to me.
Oh yeah, I see that. But yeah,
I like the Jet Set Radio vibes from the grinding on the rails too.
I didn't even put together that this was the same Nakamura from that was at Platinum. So now I'm very excited for this. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I got that right. I'm pretty sure that she was at Platinum. And she did Ghostwire Tokyo. She worked on that.
Oh yeah. So shoot, what was that company with Mikami?
Yes.
Yeah. So
was Ghostwire Tokyo the one where there was like the guy with the mask, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I played some of that. That game was pretty cool.
Yeah.
She was at Tango Gameworks.
Gameworks.
And then Platinum. She was at Platinum Game.
I was to say either way, Tango Gameworks is in the family tree. Anything from the Clover family tree, I'm here for it.
So Evil Within, Ghostwire Tokyo, Okami, Bayonetta.
Wow. Yeah, that is a resume.
She's the create. She did like the concept art and stuff.
That's awesome.
Cool. So I never played the original Tomb Raider. So Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, I'm excited for that. I think it looks
I'm
great.
in the same
Me too.
boat. I only ever played the original Tomb Raider at Sears on the PlayStation kiosk. So.
I played Tomb Raider and I played the Anniversary. I beat both of them. So this is going to be my third Tomb Raider 1 journey, and I'm still very excited for the game. It looks like a lot of fun.
I agree. It looks very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's The Lost Wild, I thought this was a Jurassic Park game, but it's not. It looks like a Jurassic, like it's a first person dinosaur survival game where you're trying to avoid the dinosaurs, kind of like in Alien Isolation, when you cannot beat the alien, so you just have to avoid the alien. I think that's what this is too, and that sounds really fun to me. It'd sell a whole lot more if it just had Jurassic Park in the name, but I'm excited for.
People were saying
Dino
Crisis.
Oh, wait! Didn't Capcom announce that they were working on one of those at some point?
No.
Maybe just people keep saying that they want.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
they did a dinosaur game like 2 years ago, and it was not called Dino Crisis.
Oh, that's right. What was that? There was like robots in that too, right?
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah, I never played it. All right. Well, speaking of other things that we haven't played, we also had Summer Games Fest, which I did not get all of the games from that listed into the show notes yet. So I just found a list of that was on another website that has it was on Polygon that has everything from Summer Games Fest. So you guys could click through and see all that. And I must have missed some of it because, well, first off, I got home and I sat down and I was like, okay, it's already on. So I put it on 2x speed to try and catch up to the live show because I wanted to get it done before we started this. And I was watching through. And then when I looked at this list, I was like, wait a second, I didn't see a new Cuphead game. I didn't see the Alien Isolation 2 game. So I must have missed, like, maybe some of this was in the pre-show. I missed a lot of stuff. But I want, like, of the stuff that I watched, I made a list of the things that I was excited about. And I'll talk about a couple of those in a minute.
Tupac. You're excited about Tupac. You missed that too. Bob, did you see Tupac?
From Stranger Than Heaven?
I did see Tupac and I went, what the hell? He's not around.
No,
he's a hologram.
He's a hologram.
They got the hologram.
Yeah, that was weird.
So, Bob, what of the games at Summer Games Fest did you see that you were like, okay, I'm excited for that?
There was a lot more than I expect. My monitor's freaking out. Is my audio okay?
You sound great.
Yeah, you're good.
There was a lot more than I thought there was. Now I'm looking at the list, and it's this list is kind of top loaded with a lot of good stuff. Resident Evil Code Veronica. They just called it Resident Evil Veronica, which sounds weird. I've never played. I was a big Resident Evil fan back in the day. I skipped Code Veronica for whatever reason. I think it was on the Dreamcast, and I just didn't have one.
It was.
And I want to play that. So I'm glad that this is the remake I've been waiting for. So I'm happy to play that. I think Mighty Cuphead looks really good. I like that they have a CRT filter.
Me too.
Jen Atlas is that's the guy who made Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. That looks good. Last Ronin, the Ninja Turtle game. We knew about this, right? This is like
I don't know if we knew there was a game. I knew that they were making a movie and then they canceled it. I didn't know about the game.
If we knew about the game, did we know that it was platinum?
That's what I'm wondering. I think we knew about the game, but we didn't know it was platinum.
That sounds correct. Yeah.
And you're a huge Platinum guy, right?
Yeah, I'm at a point now where like they got me back. I was worried that Platinum was done for, but Ninja Gaiden 4 was so good that I was worried that like all the key people left and they just didn't have enough of that like pedigree anymore. But Ninja Gaiden 4 was really good. So hopefully The Last Ronin follows. This is actually Platinum's second TMNT game. And the first one is like on the Xbox 360. It's been delisted since, right? It was on Steam as well. And it was part of like the trio of games that they published, that Namco published. So it was like Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think. Maybe not that, but like one of the anime games, TMNT, and then something else I forgot. Transformers Devastation. In any case, the TMNT one was like a bit undercooked, so it didn't get very good reception. So I'm hoping that this is like redemption for Platinum and TMNT.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutants in Manhattan.
Is that the one from?
I think so. Right, just my quick Googling. I don't remember if I played this one.
I don't know. I've never even heard of that one.
Not that one.
It's not that one.
No, I'm sorry. It is that one. I'm sorry. I'm bugging. Yeah, it's that one.
I don't remember. I don't think I played that one.
Yeah. So it's a good game, but not to their standards is how I would put it.
I'm excited to try that. Also, that's just a really good story. The Last Ronin.
Yes. Yeah.
Besides that, Crossfire looks really good. It looks like Metal Gear Solid 5. So that it looks like a stealth, like military stealth game
where you're the two people.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, there's two people really in it. I think you play as the female character, but I don't know. I don't know if you switch back and forth.
From when I was watching it, I was like, is this a multiplayer game or is it a single player? Like, is it you like, or is Bob and Rich gonna team up and play co-op? And they didn't say.
It says it's single player according to Polygon.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure. But
and this is the one that has like
cool.
This is the one that has developers from like previous Sony developers, previous Naughty Dog, previous Infinity Ward. So this, also so did High Guard. a lot of the same.
Oh no!
but nonetheless, I'm excited.
I thought we were getting High Guard again when Guild Wars 3 was being shown. I was like, that looks like High Guard.
I didn't even see that one.
But because he was riding in on like a weird
creature. Yeah.
Anyway, they did make a big deal about how in this game you take cover and you like the character like touches the cover and interacts with it all weird, kind of like you do in Uncharted when you walk towards a wall and he puts his hand on the wall. So that makes a lot of sense if there's some Naughty Dog people involved. But that game looks cool.
I felt like the guy said like it's a new kind of cover system that you have to learn how to use. And when he said that, I was like,
all of that. That's like saying
it.
It's a Strand-Type game. It doesn't mean anything.
Marketing.
And I think that's really all that I cared about.
What were the games that jumped out at you, Rich? Oh, you're muted.
I think Bob got all of them except maybe Alien Isolation 2. I don't know if you mentioned that one, Bob. I didn't play
I didn't.
Okay. I didn't play the first, but I do intend to before the second one comes out. And there wasn't like a whole lot in that trailer for Alien Isolation 2, but it was enough to pique my interest. Going back to Cuphead, that one, like they talk about it as those like 8-bit and kind of Sega Master System ish. To me, it looks very like Game Boy Advance ish, which I just love that era of 2D platforming. That reminds me, Bob, have you seen the game Deca-Duck? Deka Duck on Steam?
Deka Duck.
You might like that game.
Oh boy.
It looks really good. I haven't played it yet. There's a demo.
Yes. There's a demo.
Yeah, there's a demo. So this is like a Mega Man style game, really colorful.
This is like a Mega Man X13. That's what this looks like.
Yeah, exactly. It looks badass. So I plan on playing that this weekend, but as soon as I saw it, I thought of you.
That looks awesome. There was also during like the Day of the Devs thing, they talked. This was after Summer Games Fest, like right before we went live. They talked about that game Screenbound that went viral like a few years ago. It's the game where you're playing on it's a first person 3D game, but your character's playing on a Game Boy.
Yeah.
So the game is also 2-dimensional on the Game Boy. So the world around you is 3D and you see everything, but you're also playing the same platforming stuff 2-dimensional on a Game Boy. It's very weird, but it looks really cool. They showed more of that, and there's a demo on Steam.
There's a demo.
Finally.
Cool.
Yeah,
So that's
awesome.
going to be cool. So that's 3 demos we talked about today. Onimusha, Decaduck, Screenbound.
Oh man!
They also announced in Screenbound they're adding a second cartridge for the Game Boy, so it's not just a 2D side scroller; it's also a top-down Zelda-like.
What?
Yeah, so you could play.
This is wild.
This is insane.
I don't know how the hell all that's going to work. It could also be terrible.
It could be. I feel like what I'll end up doing is I'll just be staring at the little miniature screen within my screen, and I won't be able to focus on both things. And so I'll just end up.
You'll have to dart your eyes around.
Yeah, which I'll be bad at that. Really bad at that. One thing, like in Muddy Cuphead Adventure, I love that the trailer's in 4:3.
I love that it's
really
on
cool.
a CRT.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell how good that filter is. It's probably just a generic filter, but I like to see more of that instead of just giving me the pixel art, you know?
Yeah,
That's
I definitely prefer. I never used to use shaders when I played retro games, but then I was like, I don't remember what I was watching, but I was watching someone that was playing it and showing how to do it, and I was like, okay, no, it was a website that I was looking at, and they were explaining why CRT filters are better, and it's because it's basically the original designers were designing around the limitations of CRT at the time.
Did they use that example of like the Dracula from Castlevania?
I don't remember, but
that's the one that I always see.
A side by side, yeah.
It's the pixel art versus like what it looks like with the CRT filter, and it
lines.
looks like way more like a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, and it never occurred to me. And so ever since
the same
then,
thing happened to
anytime.
me. I used to always just do the crisp pixels, like the pixel perfect scaling. And then this only happened like as of like a year ago. I just decided to start because it is actually like way easy. I think it's just easier now to get shaders. Like they're already on RetroArch.
Yeah.
You just hit the download button. So yeah, I like that. I've been experimenting with that a lot more too.
But you mentioned Alien Isolation, Rich. So I love that you're going to play the first one. The first one is my all-time favorite horror game. I absolutely love the original Alien Isolation. It's terrifying and incredibly fun. And the fact that you cannot kill the alien is just awesome. So I love that game. Alien Isolation 2, I'm over the moon for. What, am I not there?
Did we lose him?
Am I back
He
or no?
blipped out of existence.
Oh,
Nope.
wow.
And
You're
you're on a
sort
different
of back.
My camera's
you're on a
completely
different
gone?
mic and your camera's gone.
it seems to be that way.
Microphone? Oh, yeah, it's on my. What the hell? Real quick, I wanted to shout out our Parody merch store. If you haven't checked it out yet, I've got some really cool designs up there for you, including Schrödinger's console. If you can't decide if your Steam machine is going to be a console or a PC, it can be both at the same time. Plus, we've got DRM. You bought it, but they own it. And my favorite, He Doesn't Like You, which features a couple of robots that I think you've probably seen before. Link in the description down below. Now, let's get back to the conversation. Slight technical difficulties. Hopefully, everything comes back to normal. The last thing I was talking about was Alien Isolation 2. And what I was saying before the technical difficulties was this looks like it's a really long way off. Like they said, pre-alpha footage. They didn't show gameplay. As excited as I am for this, stop talking about games that aren't coming out anytime soon. It drives me up the wall. You know, when's
it coming out?
Well, we don't know, but all we have is pre-alpha footage is what it says. So it's not even beta yet. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's coming out, next week. Who knows? But I'm very excited about it, but it really took the wind out of my sails that we heard about this game originally, 2 years ago? I think.
That sounds
they're
reasonable.
still in pre-alpha. Like, come on, guys. I know it takes a long time to make a game, but just don't announce it that soon. All right.
I mean, Nintendo's gotten a lot better at announcing things like right before they release it.
A whole lot better.
Yes, Nintendo's very good at that. I would say that, like, I think the best example of announcing things at the exact right time was when Bethesda announced Fallout 4. Like, they had the presentation. They were like, Fallout 4 coming out in 3 months, and in the meantime, you can play this mobile game. And I was like, freaking great. Fallout 4 didn't really like set the world on fire for me, but it was still like, I think that was a good way to announce it just a couple months before. Anyway, the other games that I'm looking forward to, you guys, that we already mentioned Crossfire. Bob mentioned Guild Wars 3 as if it was a footnote, and I wrote down in my notes Guild Wars 3 with an entire line of exclamation points. I loved the first Guild Wars. And then when Guild Wars 2 came out, I probably have like 600 hours in Guild Wars 2. That game just sucked me in, and I just kept playing and playing and playing. So ArenaNet making Guild Wars 3, honestly, I didn't really think that would ever happen. So I'm very excited about it, even though all we really saw was like, I don't even think we saw gameplay. I think it was just like, cinematic stuff. But that one I'm super excited for. Speaking of demos, we talked a little bit about demos that were available. 1666 Amsterdam has a free prologue that's available right now, apparently on Steam, and I think Epic Games Store as well. That game looks cool. Interested in it. And then Star Wars Galactic Racer, I can't wait to play that. That looks really good. But then the big one, Final Fantasy VII Revelation, coming to all platforms. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was my game of the year, the year that came out. Final Fantasy VII Remake was the game of the year for me, the year that came out. I love Final Fantasy VII. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this. I like the new mechanics that they added in with extra gear so you can customize your build a little bit more. I can't wait to see where they're going with the story, because the story seems like it's repeating what originally happened in the original game, but they're putting a weird twist on it, and I still can't quite figure out what that twist is going to be. So I'm very excited for that. But those are the games that I saw in this that I was like, yes, can't wait. Super excited.
That's interesting. We almost completely went over the big reveal, which was Final Fantasy. And in the PlayStation one, we just never talked about God of War.
Oh, that's
which was the big reveal of that one. But
and there's been a lot said about God of War Lofty. I mean, it looks good. I don't know if it's going to be good. It looks fine to me. I think it looks
good. I think it's interesting. I was not a big fan of the God of War 2018, so I'm just not going to play it.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII, good catch. That game looks amazing. I won't commit to finishing the first two before this one comes out. That seems like a tougher hill for me to climb than beating Alien Isolation before 2 comes out.
They also announced Final Fantasy was all platforms at launch, so that includes the Nintendo Switch too.
Oh,
yes,
that's nice.
I won't get it on that. I'll get it on PC. Because I have the first 2 on PC, so that'll be where I really focus on it. They seem to be
very well optimized on all platforms.
Square's been doing really good with that.
And Bill, this was the first time we really saw gameplay of Galactic Racer. Is that true?
I'm not sure if what we saw before was gameplay or not. But the biggest criticism everybody had was, where's the damn pod racers? They definitely focused on pod racers this time around. Like, there were tons of pod racers, and I'm hyped for Galactic Racer. Bob, are you looking forward to that?
I did like the pod racer game for the N64. I don't know how interested I am to relive that.
I will say the logo.
It sounds like they have
have
one toe dipped in, like, doing a new game for like the pod racing game. This seems like a completely different thing. But then also you could still play pod racers if you can still play in pod racers if you want to.
Yeah. I think it looks cool. Oh, and then there's another Star Wars game, Star Wars Zero Company, which is a Star Wars XCOM style game.
Yeah.
Which seems cool, but I those are the kind of games I want to like. And then I play them and I'm like, I suck so bad at them that I get frustrated and stop.
I like some game, like there's this game called Breach and Clear I would play on my phone. It feels like strategy games like that feel like good, like point and click or like phone games. I don't know about playing it with like a controller, you know? Mm-hmm. When I saw in this list, when I saw that Star Wars game, the whatever the hell, the XCOM looking one, I thought it was Republic Commando, like doing a new Republic Commando, and that would have been cool. But whatever.
Honestly, I would like to see if we're just saying which old Star Wars games we would like to see revived. I have multiples. Number one, TIE Fighter needs to come back. They need to bring back TIE Fighter. And then this one, I'm going to say, and absolutely nobody is going to agree with me, Star Wars Rebellion. If you never played Star Wars Rebellion, it's an old-ass PC game, 4X, where you play as the Empire or the Alliance, and basically you have to, like, take control of planets by micromanaging where your people are. So you're like, all right, I'm going to send Han Solo to this planet so that he can cause an uprising there because he's good at that kind of thing. I'm going to send Leia to this planet so that she can capture that planet with diplomacy. Or you can play as the Empire instead, and then you can to focus on what kind of stuff are you going to build. So do you want to build a Death Star or do you want to build a massive fleet? And that kind of thing. It's a really, really great game. I put so many hours in it back in the 90s, so it was a very long time ago. I would love to see that come back, but it's never happening.
When you Google it, the board game comes up first.
There's a board game?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to check that out. All right. So let's move on and talk about the games that we've played this week. Bob, what have you been playing?
Mina the Hollower and 007 First Light. I think that's it.
Talk about Mina a little bit, because I haven't picked that up yet because I want to finish 00 first.
Yeah, so I mean, I played a demo of it 4 years ago, and I don't even think I'm past where I was 4 years ago. No, I think I'm like just barely past it. And then also we played it a little bit at PAX this year. But it's awesome. It's Yacht Club's new game. They made Shovel Knight, and now they made this. It's a top-down, sort of like an old Zelda game, sort of like an what do you call it? The Super Nintendo.
Link's Awakening? Oh, Link to the Past.
Link to the Past, yes. Link's Awakening maybe would be more apt because it is styled like a Game Boy Color game. So that's the inspiration they drew for the art style. It's really good. You play as a little mouse. You have there's 3 different weapons. You have a quick little sword. You have a whip like Castlevania, and then you have a really heavy hammer. But I only have this. I started with the whip, and then I realized the whip takes like an extra like frame or two to like get out. So it's a little harder to use than say the fast sword. So I started using the swords. But it's very addicting. It's people have been throwing around the word Souls-like, but it's because it's kind of really hard. And there is like sort of a dodge mechanic where you burrow into the ground for like a couple seconds and pop back up wherever you want. And you go faster when you do that. So it's almost like a Splatoon, like you turn into a squid, you know, like you hide and go fast and then you pop out somewhere else. So that's really cool to like navigate around like a fight. And you collect bones from enemies, and you use them as currency. And if you die, the bones stay there, kind of like your souls in like a Dark Souls. And if you don't pick them up before you die, you lose them all. So it can be very hard. The beginning of the game, the very beginning, is like really hard for the beginning of a game. But they do have a lot of good accessibility options. If you can turn off like everything, you could like basically give yourself God mode if you want to just get through a certain part. But I like the difficulty. I think it's a lot of fun. And I don't think I'm anywhere close to like scratching the surface of that game. There seems to be a lot in it. So I'm excited for that. And then I'm also playing 007, which I think is good. I think it got better. I don't know how many hours do you have in it?
I like 15 hours. I'm pretty far in. I'd like chapter 12, I think.
Okay, so I just got past the what's his name? Lenny Kravitz part.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just got past that, and then I was in my apartment, and then I just left the apartment.
Okay. So you're like 2 or 3 hours behind me.
And that's it?
I think so.
The game's supposed to be like 20 hours long. I wasn't even that into it until where I am now. I want to play a lot more. I feel like I'm at like a really cool spot in the game, and I want to see what else is happening. I think the game is extremely linear. I think it's a little bit janky too, but I'm starting not to mind it because I want to see where it goes. And I do like the stealthing around. So I'm into it. I like what I'm playing so far.
I really like sorry, excuse me. I really like how you need to like have materials to pick up, like to charge your watch or to have like the poison stuff so you can make people sick with the poison dart or whatever. And I love the way that you just kind of walk around, and as you're wandering by, you just reach over and grab something. Like, oh, there's a cell phone. I'm going to grab it to use it to charge up my watch. And then, and you just like, I love that the way that as he moves, he's just very casual about grabbing those things. I really like the combat. The combat feels very visceral, like Jason Bourne style combat, not really James Bond style combat, but I'm here for it.
Like bashing people's heads against the wall and stuff.
Yes. I love when like you get a little bit of space between you and the enemy, and you can then charge them. You charge towards them and then just grab their head and smash it into your knee. It feels very, very good. And then it's super satisfying when somebody pulls a gun on you and it's like, okay, now you have a license to kill, and you can start just going crazy on these guys, especially because you can slow down time and like take a bunch of guys out really quickly. I'm loving the game, and I really like the story. The story is really fun.
Yeah. I'm starting to get to a point where the story's pretty good. Have you had it crash on you, or have you had any game breaking situations?
I haven't had any game breaking situation. No, that's not true. I have had it crash on me. I was just chalking it up to the fact that I'm playing on Linux. So I don't like, are you playing on Linux or Windows?
Yeah, I've been mostly Windows. I played on the Legion Go 2, and I played on my living room PC, which is a NUC. It's an Asus NUC. Mm-hmm. My issue seems to be when I hit the select button and look at the menu, it almost always crashes.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that's about. But other than that, there's just like some other like weird jankiness, like sometimes like I mean, it's just part of the game. I feel like you'll like sometimes a prompt won't come up, like you'll know you have to do something or press X on a certain thing, and like it just won't happen, and then you'll like pause the game, unpause, or you'll leave and come back, and then it's there all of a sudden. It's like little things like that.
Or you have to try, like I have trouble sometimes getting in the right position to interact with an object or something. I'm like, hey,
or you'll be a little too far away, and it'll give you the prompt, and you'll do it, and he'll like awkwardly snap to where he needs to be. Like that happens all the time.
Yeah, but Amazon Games, Amazon bought the rights to to James Bond after this game was already being developed. I guess that Amazon has said they're going to be publishing the games going forward, and we don't know if IOI is going to have anything to do with it. And to me,
that's extremely upsetting.
Exactly. That is awful. I hate that idea because I'm loving this game. It's going to be in my list of probably my favorite games this year because I'm having so much fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see it continue after this. I thought it'd be a cool idea for a franchise, but 007 has always had licensing issues with video games, and it's just going to keep going and going.
Yeah. Rich, what have you been playing, man? I've
been playing a few things. So I bought Mina the Hollower. it carried over my save from my demo, and I had just beaten the demo.
I didn't play that demo.
I know. Yours was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I assumed that was the case, that it didn't carry over your save.
It carried over my time though. It says that I had like 5 hours in the game
really?
for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I carried over my save, but I kind of had a hard time getting back into it, especially at that point. So I'm thinking about maybe starting from the beginning. But instead of playing that, I've been playing 3 other games. So I'll go through them real quick. One of them is called Schrödinger's Cat Burglar. It's like a puzzle game. It's adorable. You play as a cat, but you can split into 2 cats, and sometimes you need to split into 2 cats to manage, like, oh, one cat needs to hold the switch over here while this other cat passes through the door, and then that cat can hold the switch on the other side of the door so that the first cat can go through. It kind of, just from in aesthetic, basically, if you enjoyed the cat stuff of Stray, you get that in spades here, plus a lot more like gameplay, I would say. I think Stray was very much a narrative experience, but this is very much gameplay experience, but it still has like these like scenes where like you'll be tunneling through various parts of this like underground layer, and it sort of sets the scene for like, oh, clearly you're going to have to come to this part later and collect these whatchamacallits and whatnot. So that game's a lot of fun. Bubsy 4D is another game I've been playing.
I want to play that.
It's good. It's really good. So this is by Fabras Games, who have done other 3D platformers like Demon Tides. And so I like
Demon Tides a lot.
It's so good. And so they were contracted to make the next Bubsy game. I think Atari is the company that acquired Bubsy or had Bubsy.
Did you say Atari?
Is it Atari? I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah,
it's Atari.
Thank you. And so they commissioned Fabras Games to make Bubsy 4D, and they capture it excellently. They capture that whole Bubsy feel, but they made a really good game. I don't think the original Bubsy games were bad, but they weren't as good as this is. This is a really damn good platforming game, 3D platforming game. And it sort of has something for everybody. If you want to do sort of the collectathon thing, you can do that. But if you want to come back and do like the speed run thing, it has that too in spades. So whichever way you like to play your 3D platformer, it gives you that. And then the last game is called Tethergeist. Bob, you might like this too. So Tethergeist is a little bit of almost, I wouldn't say a spiritual successor to Celeste, but it definitely brings some inspiration from Celeste and kind of takes it in its own way. So this is a 2D platformer with a protagonist who is going through some real life things. I think all of this is a little bit of like a metaphor for disabledness or disabilities, let's say. But nonetheless, the platforming itself is amazing. And it's this mechanic where you have a ghost that is tethered to you, and you can use that ghost to sort of teleport. So
I saw this game.
Yes. So like you'll press a button and you'll kind of hover in midair. You'll move your tethered ghost to across something, and that'll serve as sort of like almost like a turn-based dash. And the challenge in that game has been really good. They have like the analog to Strawberries from Celeste, where like if you just want to play the game, you just want to finish the level, you do that. But of course, someone like me, I have to get these little red flowers. If I don't get the red flowers, I didn't really finish the level. So I'm enjoying that too.
That looks really cool. There's also Steam demos for every game that you mentioned.
Heck yeah.
Except for Mina. There's no demo for Mina, I don't think.
Yeah. So yeah, if any of those sound interesting, definitely download the demo, try it out. I tried the demos for each of these, I think during a Next Fest or something, and that's what sold me on each of these, so I bought them day one.
Very cool. Well, let us know what games you guys are playing in the comments section down below. Before we get out of here, I want to hear what kind of videos Bob is working on. Bob, what are you working on, man?
I have no idea. I just finished my video for this week yesterday. I have no idea what next week's video is going to be. It might be like what's the most affordable like handhelds? Like what's the best deal right now? Because everything's so different now that the Steam Deck just jumped in price.
Yeah, it used to be easy to recommend. Like if somebody asked you, I was always just like, just get a Steam Deck. That's the easy recommend. And now it's just way too hard to make a recommendation.
Yeah, I don't know. But also, like, the Move might be the cheap ROG Xbox Ally, and I don't have that, so I kind of don't want to buy it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Best Buy and then return
it. There you go.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the NerdNest podcast. If you want to check out all of Bob's stuff, you can find him where, Bob?
Wolf Den and Wolf Den podcast.
That's right. And we've had both of the Wolf brothers here on the show. And Rich, you got anything coming up, or are you still on hiatus?
I guess I'm on hiatus. Yeah, I don't know. You and I might work together again, and maybe if we do, I will put that on my channel. That was the deal we arranged. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I like the little mini podcast that we did the other day. That was fun, even if it made everybody really, really mad.
That's the best kind of content.
A lot of comments.
There were a lot of angry comments. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. You could have been anywhere. You just spent the last hour 30 with us, and I appreciate it. Stay rad, everybody. Bye-bye.